I go by the name of J.Christyne. If you are new here, what? If you are new here, welcome. If you are not new here and you know what's up, welcome back. Before we go any further, please hit that subscribe button. You can catch me on Instagram, TikTok. Here are my handles right here. Okay, so this whole video is going to be all about the products that I like to use, my favorite makeup products. I'm going to do a mix of drugstore and high-end because, you know, some people like to dibble and dabble in both, and then some people just like one or the other, and it's cool. So I'm going to mix it up a little bit for you guys. I'm going to go in the order that I do my face. Y'all been asking me all and on Instagram, under my pictures, in my inbox, what's this, what's that. So this video is going to tell you everything that I love and use all the time. Like if you follow me on Instagram, I have like makeup videos that I use the same products a lot. So we're going to talk about them today. So stay tuned. So first we're going to start off with moisturizers. No, first of all, let's backtrack. First, we're going to start out with sunscreen because everybody needs to be using a sunscreen. I don't care if the sun is out, not out, spring, winter, fall, I don't care. You need to be using sunscreen. So we're going to start with Black Girl Sunscreen. This is the sunscreen I use. So do you have to use this sunscreen? No, but it is a good sunscreen, and all for my brown girls, you should definitely look into it. It's not expensive. I want to put the price up here because I don't remember the exact price, but I got this from Target. They also have it at Sephora. You can also get it offline. And start every day, makeup or not, y'all need to be using sunscreen. Remember that. So first we start off with sunscreen and then go in with a moisturizer. I have two moisturizers. I have like an everyday moisturizer, and then I have a moisturizer that I like to use when I do my makeup. So the first moisturizer, Pond's moisturizer. This is my favorite moisturizer. You get it from Target for maybe like $6-7. That is the only moisturizer that I use on my face. That's it. I don't have time for anything else. That's all I use. My skin is really sensitive, so I only stick with very minimal products. I do try products. I do. But when it comes to a moisturizer, that's my go-to. And then I have the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. So I use this. Oh, it's dirty. I'm sorry, but you get the gist. So I use this when I am doing my makeup, and this plays also as a moisturizer. So those are like my base type of things before I go in with my primer. Next for my primer, so this is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. It's my holy grail. It's my favorite primer. It is a little expensive. It is on the expensive side. It's about $30-ish. So I probably use that primer the most, but if I'm doing like a drugstore like video or something, or I want to switch it up, I'll use the NYX Bear With Me. It's a jelly primer. There we go. So that's another primer that I use. And then I have the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is also one of my favorite primers. Very cheap. You get it from Target. You get it from Ulta. I don't use it a lot, but it is like maybe my top 5. I just use my Hydro Grip the most. So, but if y'all don't want to pay, you know, like $30, those are also good primers. Yeah, let me tell you something. NYX has the best primers, I think. They have like the best primers, and I'm gonna leave it at that because we could do a video on primers too, but look into NYX. Okay, so after that I do my eyebrows. So first things first, I will go in with, it's called eyebrow glue. NYX eyebrow glue. I just put that in, I let it sit, I let it get a little dry for my eyebrows, and then I'll go in with, it's a couple things that I'm going to show you. These are all drugstore. I don't believe in spending a bunch of money on eyebrows because it's really not needed. Like, I'm gonna show y'all. So first things first, I'ma always bring this pencil up because this is the Wet n Wild pencil. I can't think of the name right now, the color name. I can't think of it, but this is the Wet n Wild brown pencil, and it always gets me right. Always. I've been talking about this eyebrow pencil since I started doing eyebrows. I will always use this pencil. It's $1. Well, now it's probably $1.25 because y'all know Dollar Tree is different, but it's $1.25, and it's really all you need to do your eyebrows. But I got a little fancy on them, so I have some other eyebrow pencils that I like to use. I'm gonna show you two of them that I really like to use, and they're both drugstore, about maybe $7-8. The first one is the Brow Ultra Slim made by Maybelline brow pencil. I don't know if you can probably read or see that, but yeah, this one I use. And then the other one is the Loreal Brow Stylist Definer. Also another goodie, not expensive, not gonna break your pockets, and it's gonna get the job done, because that's what we need. We need the job to get done. Okay, all right, moving on. After I do my brows, I do my eyeshadow. I'm only gonna show you a couple of palettes. Now, I do not do drugstore palettes. I feel like they are not for brown girls. So most of my palettes are black owned, or it's well-known palettes that they're okay. They get a pass for the brown girls. Like Morphe, I'll get a Morphe palette. That's what I used when I first started doing. Actually, no, I used to use the palette from the hair store, but now I'll do Morphe, or I'll do Makeup by Yolanda. Listen, or Yolando. Makeup by Yolanda. She don't play with her eyeshadows. They are for the brown girls. Like, sometimes I don't even need to put down a primer because it's going to show up. So this is the Jam Rock one. Sorry, it's a little dirty, but this is the Jam Rock one that I have. Very pretty colors. This one that I use. And then another one that I have is Beauty by Melissa. She came out with a nude palette, and I had to get it, and it's amazing. I wear a lot of brown and nude. I'm not really into the colors. I do it here and there, but for the most part, I'm gonna wear a nude. So here's her palette, Beauty by Melissa. Now these palettes they weren't drugstore prices, but that's okay, because when it comes to eyeshadow, I'm gonna buy me a black on eyeshadow. I really don't care. So I'm sorry, I can't give you any other shadows that you can get in like Target. So Morphe you can get in Ulta, and they run sales online and stuff, but for the most part, all of my palettes are black owned. Another good palette is Juvia's Place. I also get Juvia's Place, and they run a lot of sales also. So those are my palettes, and that's what I suggest you guys look into. Moving on, after I do my eyeshadow, then I go in with my foundation. Now I'm gonna start with this foundation because it's the one that I use the most. It is expensive. I got it from Sephora. I spent about 40 bucks, 40 plus bucks on it. This is the Nars Radiant Long Wear Foundation. This is the foundation that you will see me using in just about all my videos, like all of them, because it's my exact color. I don't have to do much to blend in. Like, it's a very pretty finish. So if you look at my Instagram, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna see this, because this is what I use for most of the time. As far as foundation, I have other foundations, but I don't want to mess up my camera, and my camera's about to die, so I'm just going to show y'all the foundation that I use. I'm going to put it up here. So the Maybelline look at that, I'm just going to wait. So the Maybelline Maybelline Superstay, another bomb one. This is drugstore. You get this for about $8-9 from Target. Bomb. This is what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see the writing, but I got it from Target and I use this a lot too. Not as much as my Nars, but I do use it a lot. So after I go in with my foundation, then I like to use concealer. So for concealer, I'm gonna give y'all about 3 different concealers that I use. Okay, so I'm gonna show you the concealers that I live by these concealers. I don't care what nobody say. Yes, they not high end, but they get the job done and they are very pretty if you use them the right way. So don't let nobody tell you that you need a $30 concealer, because you don't. So if you don't know, let me introduce you to LA Girl Pro Concealer. You see how many I got? Because listen, I don't play about these, okay? The range is crazy. And you get them for like $3. So if you're just starting out and trying to just practice makeup, or you're just trying to get into makeup, doing your own makeup, please get those. You can get them straight from the dollar store for like $3. Or you go to Ulta, they also have them for like the same price. But Ulta, they have a lot of sales, so you could catch them on sale. Listen, if I didn't use any high-end, this is what I would be using all the time. These are good. Don't care what nobody say. They're good. So if you want to try them, definitely look into those. You get it from the hair store, Target. No, I don't know if you get it from Target. I know you get it from the hair store or from Ulta. Or you could just go on their site and get it. But listen, do it, okay? Alright, so another one that you guys will probably see me use a lot is a Tarte Shape Tape. Tarte Shape Tape. These are like definitely top 5. I love the consistency. These are one of my favorites. You can get them straight from. So what I found out, Sephora does not have these. They don't have these. They have like the real creamy ones, and they have another one. I can't think of what the name is, but they have another one. They don't have these. Or you could go on the site. The site runs sales also. Or you go to Sephora. These are $30. They used to be like 26, 27, but they went up. They are $30. If you're not looking to spend $30 on concealer, you don't have to. There are other concealers out there that will also get the job done. But these are my favorite though. And then another one is Too Faced. Too Faced has really good concealers. I love them to highlight. The Born This Way Too Faced multi-use sculpting concealer. So I have the color Chestnut, and that's what I use to highlight with. This is also more expensive concealer. You do not have to buy that, but this is one of my favorites. Alright, so if I do my concealer, then I go in with my contour, and then I use 2 different things, and you'll only see me to use 2 different things. I'll use Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place has, this is their foundation stick. I'll use that. Or Black Opal. They have, no, this is a contour stick. Juvia's Place is a contour stick, and then Black Opal is a foundation stick. So I'll use Ebony Brown, and it looks like that. And that's what I use for my contour. These are the only 2 things that I use for my contour. I don't want to try other things. These work perfectly fine, so I stick to these. But so then after that, then I go in with my setting powder. So I do have different setting powders. All my setting powders are pretty much on the expensive side. Okay, so as far as setting powder, I don't know where. My cheapest setting powder that I have is Sacha Buttercup. I don't know where it is, so I will put up a picture right here to show you what it looks like. I use Sacha Buttercup. Or another favorite is Laura Mercier. I have honey and translucent medium deep. Oh, and then I have translucent. So I have 3 different ones, and they go in order. So it's translucent, honey, and then translucent medium deep. But the one that I use the most is the translucent one, because it gives me a bright under eye, and that's what I go for most of the time. So if I go on with my setting powders, then I use a bronzer. The bronzer that I use is Juvias, please. This is the only bronzer that I really use and like. It just gives me the bronzy look that I like. So this is the bronzer that I like to use. And then after I go in with my bronzer, I go in with a blush. Now, I have two blushes that I use. Sweet Cheeks, NYX Sweet Cheeks. Drugstore, got it from Ulta for about $5-6. This is my favorite one. I feel like it's mad pretty. It just gives you, if you're a brown girl, this is what you need right here. And then I have the Juvias Place blush, and it looks like this. I also have, I bought, because TikTok told me to, I bought an orange bronzer, not bronzer, an orange blush. I don't know where it is, but I do have an orange blush, and it looks really pretty. So if you are dark skin, brown skin, orange blushes look really pretty on us. So if you want to check that out, I'll put a picture up of the one that I have. You should definitely look into that. And then after I go in with my blush, I have setting sprays. The first setting spray I use is Bear With Me by NYX. As you can see, it's almost gone. So this is like my favorite setting spray. You can get it from Ulta for, I think this was like $10. Between $10, $14 maybe. One of my favorites though. I get my lashes from Amazon, or I get them from the hair store, and that's really it. I don't get fancy with my lashes. I go to the hair store, I get them for like $5-6 each, or I can get them in bulk from Amazon, and they can be anywhere between like $8 to $20 depending on how many I buy. So I like to do that also. And then the last thing that I want to show you guys, my lip glosses. If you know me, you know that I am always wearing lip gloss. I used to be a lipstick person. Like, I used to wear red lipstick all the time, but over the years I have turned into a lip gloss person. I have a bunch of lip gloss, probably all in the same color range, nude or pink, but I want to show you guys the one that I use the most. I have another brand, black owned brand. She reached out to me on Instagram and asked if she can send me some lip glosses, and of course I said yes. But of course she sent me nudes, pinks, because I love them. I didn't even know, like, I didn't know what she was going to send me. She just asked me like, can I send you some of my products, and I was like, of course. But I love her lip glosses, and it just so happened that like her whole line is nudes and pinks, and then she has a clear one that I like to use too. So these, and I'm going to insert my code that you can use for money off if you decide to get those lip glosses. Let me see, I got a lot of lip glosses, so I want to show y'all majority of the ones that I like to use. Another one, Miss Rihanna put her foot right in this lip cream, foot in it. This one is called Mauve. It's my favorite. This is my favorite. So on TikTok they said, because you know, okay, let me go back. SZA, if you see SZA's lip combo, it's always like a pretty glossy pinkish undertone type thing. So a girl on TikTok was like, oh, I got something for y'all, y'all can use this. This gives that same thing. And she didn't lie. She did not lie. It gives the same little pinkish undertone. It's not too much, it's just right. If you do that, well, this is what I do. I do this with like a pink lip gloss and then a clear lip gloss. Everything you need and more. Everything you need and more. I'm trying to tell y'all. So that's the breakdown of all of the products that I use on a normal basis. Thank you so much for tuning in again to one of my videos. I'll be looking for you guys to watch my next video. Until then, like this video, comment under this video, follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you in my next video.